Hey, what is happening, guys? Rules for Rebels here, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys a good example of somebody who did a good job with what we call quote-unquote bundling. Now, bundling, as I've talked about before, is a way to add some value to your product. So I've talked about this a lot before with like the fire starter example. You could sell a fire starter and you might be able to get 5, 10, 15 bucks for it. But if you add a paracord bracelet, a compass, and a folding credit card knife and pair these items together, well, now maybe you can get $19.95. And the reality of it is these items are so cheap that each one of these items are 40 cents, 50 cents, 70 cents. So by adding a bunch of these really cheap items together, we can, quote unquote bundle it, call it a package, and sell it for a lot more. So this item right here, as you can see, they did a nice job with the box labeling and stuff. It's called the Wicked Cool Insulated Beer Bottle Cover, 12-ounce capacity, and it's a 3-piece stainless steel cover with bonus playing card opener and craft beer ebooks. So, if we open this up, as you guys can see here, it looks like a water bottle, but what it is, 3 parts. You can see you got the top, the bottom, and the bottle here. So we can take a bottle of Leinenkugel's Grapefruit Shandy. We put the bottle in here. It fits nice and tight, which is going to keep it, keep it cool. Screw the bottom on, and if we wanted to, we could seal it up. It's going to keep our beer cold. And as you can see here, they gave you 2 bonuses. So they gave us just a cheap little bottle opener like this, and they also have kind of a playing card style bottle opener, which is an ace. And this would go over the top and pop the top off. So I actually pulled up a couple examples on Alibaba just to kind of show you guys how much this stuff costs. So let me, since I'm not doing a screencast, sorry guys. So I don't know if you guys can see this. So here is the item on Amazon. It's a Wicked Cool Insulated Beer Bottle. And then I don't know how well you guys can see, but I'll just kind of recap for you. So here we have an example of these 3-piece stainless steel bottle insulators, $2 to $3, $2.60 to $3, $2 to $4. This person wants you to order 500 pieces, 1,000 pieces. As we know, just because somebody said the 1,000 piece is the minimum order quantity, typically you can probably get these guys to do this stuff for like 100 pieces. So, don't freak out. Here's somebody who does it for 200 pieces, and it's $250 to $323. So people will do a lot smaller orders for you. So we'll say $250. So we're into this product for $250 so far. We have, this is a very similar style bottle opener. This one isn't a playing card, but same sort of style, 28 cents to 58 cents. So we got $220 or $250 on the high end, plus we'll say 60 cents. I'm going to be very generous with assuming we're going to pay top dollar for all this stuff. And then lastly, these cheap little bottle openers, 10 cents to 50 cents. Because this is so simple, if we're not going to do any printing on it, we can probably assume we can probably get it closer to the 10-cent mark. So let me throw the camera up here. But let's see, if we tally all this stuff up, calculator, we got $250 plus 60 cents plus, we'll even be generous and say 20 cents for the cheap little bottle opener. We are into this product for $3.30. On Amazon, this bundle is being sold for $19.83. So we'll take 19.83 minus 250 minus 60 cents minus 20 cents. So that leaves us with $16.53. I don't have anything to write with. Let's see. $16.53. And then if we take the final value fees are going to be based on the top price. So I think it was $19.58 times 15% is $2.93. So we got 19.83 minus 2.93 minus 2.6 minus 0.6 minus 0.2. So that's $13.50. We'll even say maybe another $3. We'll be generous and say another $3 for Amazon fulfillment fees. And this seller's left with like $10.50. And so this is taking into consideration Amazon FBA fee. This is taking into consideration final value fees or eBay. Amazon seller fees at 15%. And product cost for all 3 of these things. And keep in mind, we were kind of estimating at the top end of what everything would cost. So again, kind of the point of this video, guys, I just wanted to highlight how we're going to bundle items. So if somebody were selling just just this insulator alone. Actually, let me try to find a similar example. Let's see, Amazon.com. Beer bottle insulator. Trying to find somebody else who's 20. Some people are selling these for like $23. I was trying to find just a simple one. Actually, one person selling just this simple thing for $19.95 with Prime. So this guy is doing a good job kind of separating himself from the pack or adding value by giving you two. I mean, these things are cheap. I mean, I'm not going to be over the moon and I got one of these, but you know, free stuff is cool. When people give you free stuff, it's nice. And one clever thing that this seller did, and technically this is against Amazon policy, but I thought they did it in a clever way. Now, if you're self-fulfilling stuff, you can include business cards, coupons, marketing materials, and ultimately your goal is to drive people off of Amazon to your own website, right? Because we don't like relying on third parties, and also there's less fees when you do it that way. So what these guys included, I'll show you guys here. Wicked Cool. Thank you for your purchase of the Wicked Cool insulated bottle cooler. You can now enjoy an ice-cold beverage for longer with complete bottle anonymity. So kind of cool. I didn't think about that, but you can drink in public. That's kind of cool. Your insulated bottle cooler will fit a wide variety of long neck bottles, not for short bottles. This is actually short, but it still works. Oh, and that's one other way that they separate themselves from the pack. Probably not all of these. Actually, I'm pretty sure not all of these will fit long neck. So this one will fit a long neck. The top can be screwed down varying levels to accomplish different bottleneck lengths. The BPA-free insulated bottle cooler will give you years of cold and happy use with the following guidelines. And they link to where you can get a free craft beer guide. Now, obviously, there's not a whole lot of value there, but again, it's kind of, you know, trying to add value. Because this is a beer product, they're going to give you a free ebook, which they probably sat down and wrote or hired somebody to write in a couple hours. And now they have this free add-on or this free bonus that they can give everybody. Excuse me. And also we have a link to their website, which is wicked-cool-products.com. And like I said, technically this is against Amazon policy to include things with your domain because Amazon knows you're trying to drive customers off of their platform and they're not going to get a cut of that. But anyhow, they did it in a clever way. When you send stuff into Amazon FBA, they may occasionally check your items, or if you have a poly bag and you throw in a business card, they're going to see that very easily. However, these guys threw it inside of the bottle, which is in turn inside of the box. Obviously, nobody from Amazon is going to see that. They're never going to get a policy violation, and they have a way of sharing their website with people. It's also kind of a nice add-on. It tells you more about the product. They give you the craft beer guide. But again, guys, just wanted to show you, I thought this was a pretty good example of bundling. I talk about bundling a lot. A lot of times you guys say, hey, you know, these Chinese guys on eBay or Amazon, I can't compete with them on price. And I've always said, you know, a couple things. First off, you don't need to compete with them on price. If somebody buys something from a Chinese seller, it's going to take 3 weeks or a month to arrive. A lot of people don't want to wait that long to get something. Secondly, you can beat these people in addition to just your location being in the States and people know that they're going to be shipped their items more quickly. That's one advantage right off the bat. But you can do little things like bundling. So these people are including the craft beer guide. They're giving you 2 bottle openers. They're including some little bonuses. And that does 2 things. It A, allows them to sell for a higher price because there's perceived value, even though the add-ons really costed them, 60 cents for the 1 bottle opener, 10 cents for the other one, 70 cents, and a craft beer guide, which is really no cost at all. So for basically 70 cents, they've added a lot of value to this item, and or they've differentiated themselves from the pack. So all the other people who are selling stuff for the same price or more money and aren't giving you the craft beer guide, they aren't giving you the bottle opener that's a card, and they aren't giving you the other bottle opener. If I have my choice, whether or not I think the bonuses are that cool, if somebody's going to give me some free shit, like, cool, I'm going to go for that one. So, again, guys, I thought this product, again, it's the Wicked Cool insulated bottle cooler. I thought this was kind of a good example of bundling and how to add some perceived value to your products. And I also thought it was kind of clever how they dropped the insert with their website into the actual bottle. So if you guys want to check out this product for yourself, I will link to it in the description box below if you want to take a look at the listing. And also I pulled up some example listings of where you could source these products on Alibaba, and I will link in the description box below to those as well. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully it did a good job of illustrating the concept of bundling for you. If I come across any other kind of cool products that are good examples or good ideas of products to sell, I'll include that. And one last thing I just wanted to mention, man, this summer has been like the summer of like beer accessories. Like Yeti coolers are really hot this summer. We talked about the Yeti budding fad going on right now. The Yeti tumblers, super popular. People pay $50 for a tumbler. I think it's kind of interesting. Like this stuff is nothing new. Like stainless steel insulated bottle openers and cups have been around for years, but it goes to show you how good, or how much a good marketing campaign will do for you. And now like Yeti's almost become kind of a status symbol. Like, hey, I can afford a $50 tumbler. So I think it's kind of funny how these things have blown up. But yeah, this summer, man, like koozies, stainless steel tumblers, coolers have been kind of all the rave. And now we're seeing a lot of, other companies enter the space. I think there's a new company called artcic, like RTIC or something like that. But yeah, anyhow, guys, thought this was a good example. Thought I'd share it with you. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, smash that subscribe button below. And if you guys have questions, comments, or if you want to share another example of bundling, drop a comment below, guys. Thank you so much for checking out the video. And I got a lot of great videos coming out over the next week. So stay tuned. We'll catch you guys on the next one.